is so much. It's hard engage, there's a lot of dive, there's a lot of backline access for KT. For T1 it becomes about creating, as you pointed out, the zone control that they have with the gangplank. Kench provides a lot of consistency to either Corki or the Jinx. But overall, a much more cohesive team becomes much more about how the game is played, but with so much engage from KT, T1, not a lot of room for mistakes with this draft.
Nope, but I think that their composition does make at least a lot more sense than their first one did, right? Like this, the ease of execution isn't necessary. All right, the 7 KT fans here at LoL Park definitely raising their voices this time around. Got a little bit more gusto this time after that Game 1 victory. Not out of the woods, though, just yet. And we have to remind everyone that T1 are a team that have been very, very good at dropping random games throughout the regular season. They do it to almost any team. Oftentimes, it has to do with them flexing a little bit too much in drafts. But KT are a team that have been on a lot of people's minds moving towards the summer season. Given that they have begun to stabilize, that this roster has begun to come together and figure themselves out, and was one of the teams alongside DRX.
For the same reason, trying to get as much dominance in that lane as you possibly can, augmented by the dueling power of the
3. Going to be unseen right now. 71.4% win rate on this Jarvan support. Doing pretty good so far. Takes a lot of damage though, and Carry is just going to dive on top of him. Aiming, let's see whether he can turn this one. The exhaust comes through. Ren sets, looking to be set up, but doesn't actually get it. We'll therefore have to wait for that one to come back off cooldown, but gets out again, and the Pierces are getting scary. Cuz moving up towards the top side. Let's see whether this one's going to work, as the wallop will connect, and Zeus nowhere to go. First blood going over to Rascal. KT off to a great start yet again.
Out on that one, and whereas Owner tried to go for Carrier.
Yeah, Arya is going to hit the charm, flashes to get himself out of the way. Tongue Lash is decent and gets the stun there as well, as Faker looks for the last auto. But more famous champions, right? Like throughout his career, he's very much enjoyed the Ahri and is so far having a decent time. As KT will start off the first Drake of the game. Got a whole bunch of Rens in there, and it's Cuz that's just going to be able to secure this. First Hex Drake is going to go down. Get an idea as to what our potential...
and definitely needs to, because Cuz will be spotted on this ward. The real question is, do they know Life is here?
Yeah, that's a Gnar backwards is okay. Cannon Barrage comes down. Rascal's trying to flash his way out. The Cyclone is very, very good. Life just spending some time in amongst the cannons, and once again, the Pirate will go down.
Again, ahead of the play, and the 2v2 might be winnable, but when Life is there, that is no longer...
Here in the LCK, another plate is going to go down, as there's the flash forward from Life. Looks to try and lock down Gumayusi, the flash forward. The Rens are stacking up, and there is no way that he's going to make it out of this one. Carrier looks to abyssally dive his way out. Good charm lands here in the mid lane. It's Boss Bomb doing a lot of damage here from Faker, kiting around the Orbit Deception very nicely.
The back cancel, not going to find anyone.
Nope, because they're heading over to this Drake. That one is going to be secured. Next, pay a visit once again to Zeus.
His wave is pushing.
Yeah, Decoy comes out, another Cyclone very comfortably, and there is absolutely nowhere for this Gangplank to go. Just being bullied. It's like...
His own safety into consideration as much as you normally would, because he will have Zhonya's, and he also has a Fate's Ball. So that's as safe as it gets.
That's a Gnar into the wall. As, of course, if you're Gnar, you may as well press your ult button whenever you hit Mega Gnar. It's just kind of a thing. As aiming, going to take down this outer turret towards the bottom side of the map. And we'll see whether Rascal will defend. He will not.
Cuz Herald's being taken, but Cuz is looking for another play.
Yeah, Ahri is down here as well. Everfrost is fantastic, and unfortunately... And T1, they will answer with an outer turret in the mid lane. It's definitely high value. As there won't be a Cannon Barrage. There's Life, gets Fate's called back again as the charm lands one more time. Faker has to flash to get himself out of the way of it, and KT threatening but unable to get a kill in this mid lane.
Because we have seen first Elders not.
Yeah, it's the third Elder though that really does get the game going. As Cannon Barrage here in this mid lane just to get rid of KT is going to deny the charge from Shirley as well.
actually being able to make it. I don't think there's enough time.
Yeah, you got Arya off to the side, decent position as well, as that is a rend very, very quickly. Man, KT melted that dragon. So that is Cloud Soul. 6 minutes, and then the Elder is on the Rift. That's the one. It's just going to hit 3 barrels, and then all of KT will die, which is somewhat of a possibility. So I'm just going to get the smite off here. As Cuz taking a lot of damage. Cannon Barrage doing so much work. Zayas over the wall, gets the barrel in. Ahri is going to get knocked up as well, as the Abyssal dive is fantastic. And life is now running for the hills. That is Kalista and the Wukong dead, and that may just mean Baron here for T1.
And it doesn't matter if you get taken down 4 times, if the enemy team then goes so aggressively in without keeping track of where that gangplank is. T1 sees them coming, is ready, will be starting up the Baron here, and I don't know if Rascal by himself can do a lot about it. Ahri has teleport.
Yeah, the boulders are going forward, but yeah, this Baron is not long for the world. Owner will be able to secure it very comfortably thanks to the Cloud Soul. Arya in position though to try and catch Faker on the flank. There's the charm, he walks straight into it. Everfrost is there as well, the flash Cyclone, but the package getting so much value! And now the Gnar can't really do too much as life dives on in there. The Cyclone not getting what it can. Zayas is going to go down, but it's immediately traded as aiming is going to go down extraordinarily low. The Gnar into the wall though, but Gumayusi is untouched! And these rockets are so painful! Owner looking to get over this wall as Arya goes golden as well. Will he have a charm is the question. But the answer is it does not matter as Gumayusi locks down the kill. And T1 will claim the Elder Drake that they planned for, I guess, by giving away all of these elemental dragons.
Much more control there by T1. Faker, he must have had at least night waiting arms.
Yeah, now with the Elder, there is no way for KT to really challenge unless they can find a pick. You can see searching for Carrier there off towards the side, but this inner turret goes down very quickly. Faker has picked up his Guardian Angel as well, which is so valuable, as now Zayas going to have to flash, and he does so. Gets out of the way of the Fate's Call. That means that this inhibitor turret is just going to be taken down. And T1, they have KT so far on the ropes right now. As there's the Cataclysm. Life is just going to die. As aiming will try and put as many sticks into him as possible. There's the Devour. There's the Flash out as well, as aiming's desperately trying to keep himself alive. It is not going to work whatsoever, as the dragon is going to come down. However, there is a GA, so aiming survives for a little while longer. Arya goes golden as well. Zayas in a little bit of trouble, as there's the Orb of Deception, but Arya is going to feel the wrath of the dragon one more time. Faker also still has his GA, remember guys, so he is absolutely fine. Cuz gonna get taken down. Gumayusi now chasing after Rascal. Chasing Nars is something that he had a bit of trouble with earlier on this week, but this time around he is absolutely fine. And T1, it's only life left to defend these Nexus turrets. It looks like we're finally going to game number 3 in this series.
Well played by T1, unfortunately for KT. A nice, well-rounded and cohesive comp, but not quite finding the angles. And feels like it might have just been a case of the classical T1 game number 1 in a best of 3.